All right. All right, so I'm sure we all remember our first time, right? Not that first time. The first time, the first time that you were called upon as a cowboy or a cowgirl to do a cowboy's job or a cowgirl's job. It might have been something as simple as saddling your own horse or putting on your own bridle, maybe roping that first calf or branding that first calf. Whatever the job was, you probably weren't as good at it as you would have liked to have been, but you worked at it and you got better. This poem addresses that effort. It's titled, Earning Your Keep. There comes a time in everyone's life when they consider what they can do. I've always thought I was a pretty good hand, and one day I proved it was true. 30 years back, give or take a few, Bunky and me were out riding, combing the hills in my pickup truck, a missing bull we hoped to be finding. With my trailer on and my horse inside, we'd been out most of the day. Thinking the worst, but not ready to quit, we wondered about foul play. Well, we spotted that bull down in the wash, next to a tuft of brush. Driving down for a closer look, we saw his back leg was crushed. It was clear he was in a pretty bad way. He just lay there quiet and still. His eye was open, but nothing else stirred. The sight gave me quite a chill. I looked at Bunky, and he looked at me. We wondered what the odds might be, we're thinking. We wondered about having a wee little bit of luck of loading that bull in that trailer. 2,000 pounds of limousine bull waiting there, waiting to die. The odds were against us, this we knew, but we were going to give it a try. I unloaded my horse, steady and sure, that bull watching my every move. It was like he had a plan already thought out, and of mine he did not approve. I opened the gate and climbed on my horse, and still that bull did not move. I opened a loop and swung it a bit, thinking I had something to prove. The bull, he just lay there with nary a twitch, never thinking maybe he'd get caught. So taking charge of things in my very own way, I rode closer and gave him a swat. Well, I'm guessing he didn't like that much. His eyes rolled and his head started tossing. He rose to his feet, the front to at least his mouth, heavily frothing. That old bull rolled his eyes and tossed his head, and bull snot went a-flying. And then a frightful moo and some stomping feet. Oh, Lord, is this my day for dying? I didn't know what might happen next. Thought my world might end that day. Would I be sent to heaven's gate, or might he just run away? I thought for a moment about throwing a loop, but that thought was not very sound. If I roped that bull and he took off, I'd be left on the hard old ground. Well, suddenly that bull rose to all three legs, and he looked me straight in the eye. Another snort, two twists and a turn. His head now turned to the sky. What happened next, I swear is true. I've never been one for lying. 4 steps and a moo and a quick look at me, and he jumped in that trailer a-flying. I got off my horse and calmly closed the gate on 2,000 pounds of bull and hate. I looked at Bunky and he looked at me. Never, we thought, could this ever be. I had little to do with what happened that day. Nothing was really planned. But in spite of it all, I can now finally say, dang, I am a pretty good hand.